luck when it comes to this. Now, of course, this is not your first stream with us, but
No, but it's the first one. I don't have to. Oh my god, I can hear my echo.
You can? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me turn my speakers down a little. There we go.
It's the first one. I'm not allowed. Oh, just doing it again.
Damn it. Oh, do you have... Unless you have our Twitch open, that would do it.
I am in Roll20.
Okay. That might be my mic sensitivity. Let's bump this back a little this way. There we go. And... there we go. Okay, so yes, our stream is coming through. Very good. So, hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Alch Gets Ready for Adventure, where I, Alch, get ready. It's in the name of the damn show. You get the idea. Getting ready for adventure. Where is my pop-out box? There it is. So, today we are making Jacob's character. We're over here on Roll20. This is a joke. Of course, he is not actually playing Wile E. Coyote. But he is going to be actually, you know what? That name does give me some ideas. But he will be joining us in our Plane Shift D&D 5 campaign. Of course, you all know Jacob. He's in the Discord as... are you in Discord as Waldo or as Skippy?
Probably Waldo.
Oh, no, you're Skippy over in the Discord chat.
I believe my overall name is Waldo.
Yeah, so he is normally Waldo Butters. But if you see him in the Discord chat, he is Skippy the Wonder Chicken. He sometimes joins me for Overwatch, and hopefully soon will be a regular feature in our planned Overstorm streams. So that'll be fun.
Woo!
And so we are making him a character to go along with Terran, which is Mikella's Leonine Pendragon, and Vasilios, which is Red's Vampire Paladin.
Who had nothing to do with.
Right. So, of course, as you know, Jacob, this is a Plane Shift game. Plane Shift being the Magic the Gathering setting for D&D.
Yep.
We are in 5th edition. I know you had ideas when we talked about this earlier.
I have had one total 5e character idea since it came out.
Okay.
But nobody wants to play 5e.
Well, this is 5e, so...
Yep.
What was your idea?
Thinking Warlock.
Okay.
My idea won't work because it requires a fantasy setting that does not gel with magic.
Every fantasy setting gels with magic.
That's true, but it doesn't mean as much if it's a multiverse.
Okay, what was your setting idea?
Well, the idea was to have a hag grandmother be the patron, but that doesn't mean anything the second you leave the plane, so...
That's fair, though that does fit with the game we've been playing, because hags are currently playing a role in it.
I was just going to go with an Eldrazi, elder god kind of warlock instead.
That works too. Now, I do have some other warlock packs available. Because I love homebrew, probably far too much.
Definitely too much.
And anyone who says it's too much, clearly, 1, does not know me, and 2, should keep their damn whore mouth shut. Now...
How dare you call me a whore, you son of a...
Don't you bring my mother into this. Anyway.
Okay, enough.
Now, let's see here. I do have a document full of extra packed boons. We will open those up. I'm not bringing them up on screen. I will tell you right now that if you have a Reddit account, please, for the love of God, go follow r/Unearthed Arcana if you love homebrew. They have so much good stuff, and the way Reddit works tends to only bring the best up to the top. Not saying that everything good is on the top. Some of the good stuff is buried. But there's a lot of very good stuff in there.
We're still level 2, right?
Level 4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I haven't played in one of those games in ever.
Yeah, we're a little bit higher up, which is kind of nice. I'm trying to find where all my Unearthed Arcana books went, because they are, for some reason, not in the Unearthed Arcana folder.
Sounds like something you would do.
It's more of a matter of, I think I was reorganizing in a manic panic, which, by the way, sounds like a great AHA cover band. But... Okay, hi Affy, hi Seaberry. Affy, how is this ghetto? I think I'm missing something. Okay, I have 2 Unearthed Arcana folders, and I found the other one. There we go. So I'm bringing up the other Warlock stuff. So we will have some options there. And we want that one. And that one, definitely. And that one, and that one. Okay. And my Adobe Reader is about to throw a fit at me. Okay, so we're looking at some ideas. So you know the standard Warlock packs available to you, which are, I want to say, Fae, Star, and Infernal. They're the old 4E ones carried over.
And the great old ones.
Great old ones is Star.
Oh, okay.
That was the idea behind the Star one, was it was the great old ones.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so here are some of the other options, though I do like the Eldrazi idea. There are just a couple other ones that might be fun for you. And it might inspire something. So, come on, documents, load. There we go. They're finally loading all the way.
Don't conform to the man, documents. Do what you want to do.
You will do as I say, documents. Papers, please, work with me.
Terrible game.
You know what? Papers, please does not work with me. So I made that as a joke, but that is an honest concern for me. And then...
I like Papers, Please.
It's okay, but...
It's all right if you love being a paper pusher.
And, like, I do, which sounds weird, because I'm not a paper pusher at work. I'm gotta be the only person who wants a standard office job, and I don't have one. Well, no,
Right?
in a perfect world, the channel would be my job, but, like, good second choice, would be...
Would be being in office space.
Yeah. And instead, I work with children and other humans, which are like large children, but they don't admit to it. Okay, so first one of these extra Warlock patrons is the Hexblade, which is you are a Warlock who has made your pact with a powerful, sentient, magical weapon.
I remember those from 4E.
So it's a bit like you have... oh, damn, what is the name of Elric's sword? Stormbringer.
That's a Ring of Fire thing, right?
No, that is the Eternal Champion. Michael Moorcock.
Oh, okay, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have... I just switched windows without looking. That is on me. Alright, we have the Raven Queen. So you can be a Warlock whose patron is a god. It's a god of death, so it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, the one good way to use black mana.
I do like that she was basically the only god to hold over.
Like, out of the 4E gods that weren't already older gods, yeah.
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 She was dope.
I'm really glad they're back to the old version of Bane, not the new version of Bane. 4E Bane was weird. I'm glad old Bane is back.
Don't the dwarves still have their one god?
Moradin's back.
Technically.
Yeah, Moradin's back. We have the Undying Light, which is your patron is the energy that radiates from the positive energy plane.
Does that sound like me?
Well, here's why I think this one's very fun. Because it is not good, it is light. This is the evilest version of white mana you will ever find.
I mean, that's... When they say, like evil, pure evil is terrible, and pure good is, like, great, Like, what happens when you're, like, in one of those shades of gray, when you're a little bit of one or a little bit of other, and neither of them likes you at all?
This is...
And then they smite you into the ground.
Yeah, this is the... This is a fanatic Warlock pact.
This is only playing White Angels in your Magic the Gathering deck.
It's beyond that. This is the paladin who technically should have fallen. But, you know what? I think the best way to put the Undying Light is you were very, very much the paladin of Asmodeus.
Yep. Lawful.
Pure law.
Not much of anything, like, good or evil, just really lawful.
Lawful awful.
Yeah, there you go. Jesus.
It's like there's lawful good, lawful stupid, lawful nice, and lawful awful. You're lawful awful.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Well, you know what they make for breakfast, though?
I know.
Pancakes.
This is a pun.
Anyway, moving on.
They make falafels.
Mikella owns you. Get wrecked, Robert.
Excuse me. Oh, I needed that. Okay.
You're welcome.
Let's see here. The Gothic Heroes book doesn't have anything for us. We have The Ghost in the Machine.
Okay, Robert, did you just hit on my Ghost in the Shell love? Is that what you're doing to me right now?
I have no idea what you were talking about.
You son of a bitch.
But if you were to play somebody who came from one of those technologically advanced worlds like Kaladesh or Esper or Phyrexia...
Wasn't it Ravnica was one of them?
Ravnica was like...
I never played Ravnica because that shit confused me.
Ravnica was like Renaissance level?
Yeah.
That was more like the Italian Guild Wars.
Mm-hmm.
This, I'm talking more like Phyrexia, where the machines are taking over.
Mirrodin?
Mirrodin, that's what I'm thinking of, thank you. New Phyrexia.
New Phyrexia, there it is.
I knew the reason Phyrexia... It was like, I know Phyrexia's gone, but... Is it Mirrodin or is it New Phyrexia? Anyway, The Ghost in the Machine gives you a bunch of technology-based cantrips, which means if you go to a techless world, you're a little screwed.
You're Kusanagi going swimming without a suit on.
Pretty much.
Sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Like,
I'm gonna pass on that.
Okay, but it might be a fun idea for a later character.
Or when we can guarantee we go to somewhere with technology.
Yes. Because it does have some fun ideas like being able to jump into power lines.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. There's the Avenger Pact.
Is that like a 4E Avenger, or is that a different? Is that
it's
Avengers?
your patron is an Archangel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pass.
Okay. You could have... that one's just the Raven Queen again, by another name. A Fallen Titan.
Titans.
Bastard Sons of the Gods.
Like Theros kind of deals?
Pretty much.
Okay. We'll make that a maybe.
A Great Olden Hero.
Are we talking like Johnny Appleseed or like Heracles?
More Heracles.
Okay.
I mean, maybe John Henry?
Or Paul Bunyan. Okay.
Yeah, like not so much Johnny Appleseed, but like a John Henry or a Paul Bunyan, yes.
It's bastard son of John Henry and Paul Bunyan.
Hi, Kenny. Kind of. We're doing Plane Shift, which is the D&D Magic the Gathering shared setting. We have the Great Worm, in which your patron is a Great Dragon.
WURM?
WYRM.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Pass. We have enough dragons on the team.
The Moon itself.
It's okay if you want to do dragons, Skippy. I don't mind.
The
more dragons, the
this
merrier.
party has room for 1/3 dragons, not 2/3.
That's fair. It's the Monty Hall problem.
Well, Okay.
How many dragons are behind door number 1? So yeah, we have the moon itself, which is very werewolf focused.
No. I'm not 11 anymore.
Primus.
Or red.
Primus.
Okay.
The great machine god, not to be confused with the great god of the machine people of Cybertron,
Oh.
or the metal band who made the South Park theme.
You know, Robert, you're a very intelligent man, but you just overwhelm people with references sometimes.
The Super Genie,
Okay.
which is the god of all genies.
No.
You don't want Robin Williams to be your patron.
No, I don't, because you're not Robin Williams, and I am not Aladdin.
Fair enough. The
We're
Void.
just not those people. No.
Just the Void.
I am not that edgy.
Okay. Then in that case, let's stick with your original idea.
That works.
I do have some other packs available, but not in the who your patron is side, but what power they have granted you side. Because 5th edition added to the packs from 4th edition, as you know. But for those watching at home, the way that this changed was in 4th edition, your pact controlled everything. Your pact was both the person you made the deal with and the power. In 5th edition, it is split into 2 halves of you have a patron who granted you power and a pact that they have granted you. And in the Player's Handbook, they offer 3 pacts, which is the Pact of the Chain, the Pact of the Blade, and the Pact of the Tome. And in this document, we can add the Pact of the Bone, the Pact of the Flame, and the Pact of the Key.
The key sounds interesting.
The Pact of the Key is a teleporting-based one.
That's very interesting.
As an action on your turn, you can teleport a distance up to half your movement speed. If you teleport into a space that's already occupied, you take force damage equal to the number of feet traveled and are shunted to the nearest unoccupied location. And then things that you can get later with your invocations. Pact of the Key grants you access to Flee the Scene at 5th level, where when you teleport, you create a illusory duplicate to take your place, and your teleport range increases to your movement speed.
You didn't ever play Titanfall, did you?
I did not. I kept meaning to.
There's this ability called holopilots, which
Okay.
is you put down a hologram of yourself standing or walking or whatever you were doing, but the way you really mess with people is you put your hologram in the doorway, and when your enemy sees that you're just standing there, assumes you're AFK, runs up to punch you in the face, you're standing 6 feet to the left behind the door, and you shoot him in the face.
That's basically what Flee the Scene would be, yeah. And then Hasty Departure at 12th level. You can hasten your teleport to require a bonus action rather than an action on your turn. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. And you get to add... Your teleport range becomes 1.5 times your movement speed.
We're gonna go with the key.
Okay, so you have a
Because-
Pact of the Key.
The 3 I have are not interesting to my character idea at all.
Sure.
That is.
Sure, so you're going to go with a great old one patron, but in this case it's really an Eldrazi.
And he is a teleporting sniper.
I like it.
Because you have that Eldritch Blast, I believe is what they call it.
Yes.
And there are some of the invocations you can use to
Make it shoot twice as far and
hit twice as hard,
Right.
especially if you're charismatic.
Yeah, you get your invocations at certain levels, and they give you cool powers like that. I think, yeah, with you, you get... Oh, you get telepathy within 30 feet.
Yep. Which is dope.
And it is telepathy that doesn't require you to know their language.
also any creature.
Oh, you're right. It's any creature that has a language.
And I can pop in my enemy's head and mess with them. Or my friends had to be strategic, but that's not fun.
Kenny in the chat is, and it's of course Kenny Gamer.
Hey, Kenny.
I think it's Kenny Gamer. Let me double check that. That doesn't look like Kenny Gamer. I think we might have two Kennys now.
Hello, other Kenny.
You know what? This is not the same Kenny. I don't think. No, this is a new Kenny. Hi, new Kenny. Great. So yes, new Kenny's idea. It's good. The other one kept dying. That or Kenny just has two accounts. New Kenny's idea is Operation Dipsy Doodle. Place bomb inside hologram copy so when they attack, it kaboom.
That would be great if my Warlock was an alchemist and this was Pathfinder.
You know what, though?
Or
you have a
artificer.
paladin, you have a woman who has a drag. It's doable. Alright.
Just hire an artificer.
So I'm going to put in your class as Eldrazi Warlock,
Okay.
because I think that sums up what's going on the best.
We're just gonna go with the biggest one, Emrakul.
Emrakul has touched the most planes. I say that's very valid.
Yep.
What plane are you from?
I don't want to be from Innistrad, even though it's the one I know the most about because of a certain red person.
Right, you don't want to have to share one with them.
Theros would be the one I know the second most about.
Theros has some good stuff.
I don't like Mimrodin though, so that's my third. And I like sticking with what I know.
That's fair.
Gonna go with Theros, I guess.
Let's go with Theros. Let me double check what races are available on Theros.
I know humans are, so I'd probably just go with a human.
Humans are on almost every plane,
Yeah.
which
That's why it's
pretty
easy.
convenient. I just want to double check real quick for the sake of who's there. I know Minotaurs are there.
They are, yeah.
So that definitely works. Looking for the plane of Theros. Where did it go? There we go. The races of Theros. Humans, merfolk, satyrs, cats, zombies-ish, spirits, centaurs, gorgons, minotaurs, krakens, pegasi, hydras, sphinxes, demons, dragons, harpies, sirens, manticores, chimeras, basilisks, hounds, cyclopses, giants, phoenixes, archons.
Human it is.
Human it is. So we'll just make you a human.
Oh, I've been looking at Ixion.
Uh-huh. Ixalan?
Man, that looks awesome.
It does. I am so down for Ixalan.
Vampire Conquistadors is a great idea.
Dude, I am just down for the dinosaurs.
Also, I got 4 mythics and 6 packs. I am.
You told me, and I am jealous. So, add an idea. I told Skippy about Cube, and I told him how you can make a set cube, which is just based around sets. Because I accidentally made Skippy sad. He's been waiting for Innistrad to come back, and didn't know that not only did it come back, it's about to rotate out again.
Well, that's a good thing because my local card shop now has 2 booster boxes that they're not going to be selling at all. Like, nobody's going to be buying them because they're not in the thing.
Oh, because that store mostly does standard?
Yeah. I've met the sweaty neckbeards that play there, and they seem like up-to-date kind of guys.
See, like, when it came down to where we moved the office to, by that I mean where Mikella and I moved to because of my other job, the local game stores, one is, like, standard only, and the other one is, like, we're standard 2 days of the month, and then 1 day of the month we're legacy, and 1 day of the month we're draft.
Let me correct that.
It is a NASCAR store and baseball cards,
Okay.
and they're all like the owners are octogenarians, and nobody buys those cards anymore, so they're basically subsisting on magic sales. The sweaty neckbeards run basically all the magic sales, and they mostly play Commander.
Okay.
Which is
Commander's a legacy format.
Yeah, once they get the one card they need from a set, they give up.
Ah, I hate that.
I do too, but I don't ever plan on spending any time with them, so
That's fair.
no skin off my teeth.
That's true. For me, it's a level of like, well, why aren't you having more fun with all the things?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well,
so
I can understand only, like, I'm just gonna generate my one deck and then play it until the end of existence because I'm a poor man.
yeah, I guess so. All right, so you're going to be from Theros. You're a human. What is your background?
Theros. Gideon's from Theros, isn't he?
He is. His real name's Kithian, but somebody mispronounced it, and he went, whatever.
So we're basically going to be from Athens,
Pretty much Athens or what's the other one?
Sparta.
Sparta, that's the one.
I wouldn't, like, being from Sparta would make me have to focus on strength so much. So we're gonna go from whatever version of Athens they had, or Thebes or something. What do we want to do? He was almost mauled by a Minotaur plane shifted to Innistrad when he was, we're gonna say, 16.
Okay. And that happened to happen right during the Eldritch Moon crisis.
Has that happened? Is that what you're going with? I'm not sure.
I'm saying that everything up to the end of Amonkhet is canon right now.
Okay, so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, why don't we go, he went to Zendikar as the thing was happening.
As the Eldrazi were leaving?
Yes,
All right.
they broke out of the hedrons or whatever, and he happened to make a pact with the largest one physically possible.
Emrakul.
He spent time on Innistrad messing crap up just because that's what his boss was doing.
Okay. So you were off in some other corner of Innistrad.
Yeah, I was just wandering around, doing whatever, turning things into Eldrazi spawns.
Let's say, raping their churches, burning their women. Got it.
Well, just like one tribe. It's nobody likes vampires anymore.
Okay. Oh, so you have you do not like the vampires.
No, my boss wanted to take over the plane, and I ended up fighting the vampires tribe.
Okay.
So that's what I spent most of my time doing. What do we want to say the time frame for that was like?
That was about. I think we're saying that was about 4 years ago.
Okay, Eldritch Moon was 4 years ago. What is the difference between Eldritch Moon and the release of the Eldrazi?
That's about a year.
That was only a year apart?
Yeah.
Those sets came out like...
They were in standard at the same time. The end of the Eldrazi being released is also getting cycled out.
Wait. Like, the Zendikar block was like 5 years ago.
The first Zendikar block was. There was a second Zendikar block.
That's the one where the second Zendikar block, the Eldrazi were already out. The first Eldrazi...
Oh, yeah, you're asking about that. I thought you were asking about when they locked him back up.
No, when they got out.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that was about 5 years ago. Then Eldritch Moon, we're saying storyline-wise, is about 4 years ago. We're just going to basically be ignoring Ixalan right now, because that's the Gatewatch's story, not ours.
10 years, maybe?
That is about 9 or 10.
Okay, we'll just say he's 26 and call it good.
Cool. And yeah, Kenny, it's not personal, it's just business. That's why he hates vampires.
Yeah. Your boss gives you infinite, or nearly cosmic, almost infinite power, and you just go, oh, I just have to kill vampires? Like, cool, what else? I have silver, that's dope.
So I almost wonder, like, what background leads to you almost being gored by a minotaur?
Existing in Theros.
That is fair. Here's my thought, and this might sound crazy. But what if we went with you have the soldier background?
No.
Okay.
I see what you're going for, but I don't want to roleplay what I've already done. Like, as a person.
Right.
And Athens wasn't big on soldiering so much as Navy.
What about sailor?
That would make me blue, though.
Not necessarily.
And Warlock distinctly feels like black, maybe some red.
If you're Eldrazi, you're colorless.
That's a point. You have a point.
And Emrakul looks like it's made out of coral.
Yeah, he looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Mixed with
So
whatever's in the back of my fridge.
yeah, so hear me. And also, Emrakul is a merfolk god.
Well, I did some research. He's not a god of anything.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. That storyline's weird.
It is. I'm not denying that.
Especially because Soren is, I want him to be the worst, but his plot armor...
So just so everyone can see in the stream, that is what Emrakul looks like. It's kind of a weird coral Cthulhu, grabby hands, jellyfish thing.
Sort of looks like a clicker from The Last of Us.
Yeah, like if... It's a clicker mixed with a man-o-war jellyfish.
Yeah.
So, there you go. An evil caster collected all sorts of creatures to run experiments on. His patented Minotaur maze, one of his more popular exhibits amongst his eccentric peers. The vampires and a small group of runners betrayed him, so he has no qualms about killing vampires. That's not a bad idea. Kenny, thank you. Okay, so here's my thought. We're looking at Emrakul. I kind of like... it's your character. You do what you want, but I still think Sailor makes sense if you are coming from that part. Or better yet, what if you were on the wrong side of the law already?
Well, I was going to say sacrifice to a Minotaur.
Oh, a sacrifice to a Minotaur.
Because I'm positive that's something they do in the Theros, because it's something they did in Greece.
Yeah, alright. So maybe... Huh. Maybe you're just an urchin.
Or like the son of a scholar.
Yeah.
Baker's kid or some crap.
Yeah, I could see that.
I like Kenny's idea, but more like the cult is trying to make sure the Minotaurs don't break out of their maze.
Right, so like... That's why I was thinking like an urchin of they're just picking up orphans off the street and throwing them into the Minotaur.
Maybe not even orphans, just whoever.
Just whoever. Yeah.
So, we'll say I was a baker's son.
Okay.
Because what baker's son is going to be combat ready at 16?
Yeah, good point.
An urchin would know how to scrap or something. So you get like a smart kid who knows how to bake, and then you send him to Zendikar, and he somehow doesn't die.
So, do we go with guild merchant or guild artisan? I guess guild artisan.
Does Theros have guilds? I can't remember.
Well, that's just the term we would use for the background. It's just artisan for you.
Yeah, that works.
And you'd be a baker. You'd be proficient in baking.
Well, that was 10 years ago, which is a lifetime in
Well, yeah, but I mean, if we're putting it in as your background, then...
We can say that, but I don't remember jack shit about, I gotta stop that. I don't remember anything about baking.
Well, we could also do Outlander. Maybe you're not from Theros. Maybe you're from one of the planes that bumps up against it, like Arcos. One of the other quasi-Greases.
I am Googling Arcos.
Arcos is what they eventually turned into Theros.
Yeah, but I want to look at it slightly more. You know me. I just go with the easy background.
Yeah.
Rather than 50 different steps.
I mean, Artisan's easy, but so is Outlander. Outlander is you came from out of town.
We'll just go with Artisan.
All right, cool. So in that case, I'm going to start bumping things onto your sheet, which means something's actually going to happen in this stream after 36 minutes. So
36 minutes of witty banter.
That's true. I'll grant you that. So insight, you get proficiency, and persuasion, you get proficiency. And I love that on this character sheet, persuasion is the Facebook like, but it's the old Facebook like. Let's see here, and then we have tool proficiencies. We get to add baker's tools, which that's totally just a whole set of things, so deal with it. You had a new language. What's your language? Like you get...
Eldrazi?
I don't think Eldrazi is a language.
I'm sure there's a
They don't really talk.
clicker-esque mind speak. Is there Abyssal?
There's
Thing?
common there. There's Abyssal. I would say Eldrazi would probably be closest to, like, deep speech.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Alright.
If he gets anything from the Eldrazi, it's nothing useful
Yeah.
in like day-to-day life.
You learn a little bit of Minotaur, right as it was goring you.
Yeah, I can't hear him over my screaming.
We're gonna give you, I don't know if we should give you the set of Baker's tools.
No.
You would definitely still have the Traveler's Clothing.
Cool.
Like, that one, I can't imagine you not having.
After 10 years of
You probably aren't running around naked.
slaughter and bullcrap, you know.
And you get 15 GP.
Yay, a whole 15 gold pieces.
Hooray!
After a decade of adventuring, I'm so proud of myself.
Let me see here. Your bonus... We're actually going to completely ignore your guild membership feature. I'm going to pull up what the Outlander feature is and see if I can, like, bump that in there for you. Because at that point, it makes more sense. If that makes sense?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Trying to find the cantrips for warlocks. Because I need to pick a second one.
Right. Backgrounds. Where is Outlander? Is that in the player's handbook? Might be. So, oh yeah, it's in the player's handbook. What the hell am I doing?
Wackiness.
I guess so. Feature Wanderer. You can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day.
That works.
Okay. And then you get, for your characteristics, like your personality trait, ideal, bond, and flaw, would you rather take those from Merchant or from Outlander?
The Outlander.
Okay. So
it makes more sense.
can you roll a d8 for me?
Let me. What's the key thing?
/ roll space 1d8. Or just hit the little d20 button on your left. Oh, you know what? Just to make this a bit more visually interesting, go up to your settings. And make sure that you have enable 3D dice and automatically roll 3D dice enabled.
Is there a save thing? Reconnect?
Yeah, you gotta reconnect. You'll be back in a moment. That makes no sense.
I'm back.
Okay.
I got a 3.
I'm changing this. So,
What do you want me to...
the original version was, I once ran 25 miles without stopping to warn my clan of an approaching orc horde. I've changed yours to, I once ran 25 miles without stopping to beat up an approaching orc horde. Now you're an artisanal outlander. Your ideal. Roll a d6 for me? Or you can tell me which alignment you want it to connect with the most. 2. Greater good. It is each person's responsibility to make the most happiness for the whole tribe.
Oh, that doesn't sound like me.
No. You know what? I'm looking at Outlander. I'm thinking that this doesn't make sense except for the Wanderer ability.
Okay.
So, I'm going to give you the Wanderer ability.
Yay.
Put that in your features. But you're the Wanderer. Yeah, you're the Wanderer. You go around and round and round and round and round.
If you want a moral compass, just go true neutral.
Like the true neutral on this one is... blood runs thicker than water.
Yeah, that doesn't fit.
Or no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. True neutral here is... the natural rules are more important than the constructs of civilization, which also doesn't mesh with the Eldrazi. I would almost say that at that point, we'd want to use the artisan ideal for neutral, which is... I worked hard to be the best there is at everything.
Best there ever was.
That sound more like your guy?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Alright.
That fits.
It says my craft. Your craft is blowing shit up.
Yeah, boy. From a distance, too.
Roll another d6 for your bond.
4.
4, great. I pursue wealth to secure someone's love.
No.
You know what? I think...
I feel like I haven't, like, talked to a woman in, like, 12 years.
Yeah, or at least not without hearing her scream immediately thereafter.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute.
You're not wrong.
You're playing a guy from Zendikar. Let me look at the Zendikar backgrounds. There are none.
Theros it is. Innistrad, maybe?
I say I don't have any Theros backgrounds because they never actually made a plane shift book for that. So with Theros, you're kind of left with pick what works best, maybe? I think Amonkhet might be our best next bet.
There's no Innistrad?
There is Innistrad, but its only thing is Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't make sense for your guy.
It's true.
Let me see here. You have Initiate.
Tarkir might fit, right?
Yeah, they never made one for Tarkir.
Man.
Oh, Vizier kind of works. It's, instead of a servant of your god, you're a servant of the Eldrazi. But
Yeah.
let's see here. So you're, but their ideal system is based off of the gods of Amonkhet.
Yeah, that. Let's just go with the standard stuff.
Yeah. I was trying to look through the standard stuff. Trying to figure out, like, what makes sense here. Because we're kind of doing something that's not built into the system right away.
Mm-hmm.
Should my discovery come to light, it could bring ruin to the world. Maybe?
Well, it could bring ruin to me, at least. Get chased out of every town on the plane.
That's true.
Especially if they're technologically, like sending letters through tubes and stuff.
True. Let's look at Sage. Sage might have what we want. Because that makes a bit more sense if you're dealing with forbidden knowledge. I sold my soul for knowledge. I hope to do great deeds and win it back.
Yeah. Well, it's like. I mean, if I get it back, that's cool, but like, then all the powers go away.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Warlocks don't work like clerics.
I've been reading 7th Sea all day, so.
Ah, okay.
There's definitely a couple magic systems that do work like that in there.
Yes, but in 5th edition, the Warlock's power is granted, and while obedience is expected, it is not required.
Yeah, but when you do lose your patron, you do lose those powers, right?
You do?
I believe so. I think that's why you have to have the patron. You are just using their powers.
I'm checking that.
That was always my understanding.
You struck a bargain with another worldly being of your choice. Aha. Nope, they grant you the power and they expect favors in return, but once the power is granted, they can't take it away.
You do need them if you want it. If you want more, okay.
Not necessarily. It grows on its own. The thing is, they will get pissed, and now you have a powerful enemy.
Me and Emrakul have worked fine together.
I'm just letting you know, if you piss off Emrakul, you're not like a cleric where you're completely screwed.
Also, like, what would it take to anger one of those things? It didn't even get angry when it got sucked into a new dimension. It just went, ooh, look, more things to eat.
That's fair. Its motives are incomprehensible to mortals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess with Great Old One, the biggest thing they have to worry about is you going nuts.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that works.
I picked both of my cantrips.
Okay, cool. Did you put them in?
No,
I wish I had a system for Kamigawa Seaberry. I really do.
That'd be neat.
Right? I fucking love Kamigawa. Like, just flavor-wise. Everyone else hates it, but I like it.
I did get a card with, what's her name? The Innistrad Planeswalker, Temio, something like that. She is basically the only new Kamigawa thing they've put out in years.
Oh, yeah.
And she only shows up in Eldrazi's, or in Innistrad sets for some reason.
Okay, so yeah, it says basically Sage is our best bet right now for the rest of these tables. Just by some of the other things I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So... Oh, I went too far. There we go. So we want... I'm searching my whole life for the answer to a question.
No.
No.
He doesn't really give a fuck.
I know terrible secrets.
He does. He does know terrible secrets.
That work for you?
They don't really wear on him, but he knows them. Yeah, sure. That works.
Oh, yeah. It's just that you can't let other people know about them.
Yeah. Like how to strike a deal up with a terrifying creature.
Right. Your flaw. I am distracted by the promise of information. Most people scream and run when they see a demon. I stop and take notes.
Yes.
Okay.
That fits.
Unlocking an ancient mystery is worth the price of a civilization.
Yeah.
I overlook obvious solutions in favor of complicated ones. I think that's my flaw.
That's
personally.
You. Yeah, that's not me.
I
100% a simple solution kind of person.
I speak without thinking.
No.
I can't keep a secret to save my life.
No.
So, the unlocking a mystery one, or the people scream when they see a demon?
See a demon.
Alright. I guess that's why you deal with the Eldrazi, is these horrible Cthulhu-like beings showed up, and you went, ooh, these look cute.
Or maybe not even cute, just like, oh, I wonder what that thing is.
Right.
Are you typing right now?
I am, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Okay, and I'm done. I'll switch it back to where you were on magic. You got your cantrips?
I'm gonna add Blade Barrier and Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Blade Ward, my bad.
Sure, let me check how many invocations you get.
2.
You get Dos.
And I can change them every level.
Oh, nice.
So I can upgrade them to higher level ones. Or 1. I can upgrade 1 to a higher level 1 per level.
Okay, so you're allowed 2 invocations. You have the Pact of...
Anymore.
You have the Pact of the Key.
Yeah, I think you only get 2, probably unless you take a feat. And as a human, I could take that.
Each Pact boon option produces a special creature or an object that reflects your patron's nature. Pact of the Chain, your familiar is more cunning than your typical familiar. Its default form is a reflection of your patron.
I do not want to carry that around, so that's why I didn't pick it.
Pact of the Blade, you get a weapon. Pact of the Tome, you get a book. Pact of the Key, I'm assuming you get a key. That would make sense to me. And they never actually gave you stuff on that, so I'd say, yeah, you probably have a key, like charm on you, that you just cannot get rid of.
Actually, I had it surgically implanted in my abdomen.
That's fucked up. Okay, I like it.
Oh, we're allowed to swear? Cool.
I'd rather not do it too much, but, I mean, it's kind of the only reaction I can give to that.
Fair enough. That's something I stole from Dresden. The head characters in there who get angelic powers if they touch a coin. So one guy put it in his tum-tum.
I see. That's weird.
This is a ritual. What does CONC mean?
CNOC?
CONC.
Knock?
In the spell section, there's a little box that says CONC.
Oh, okay. Oh, concentration.
Oh.
It was a concentration spell. You click that.
Is it?
I don't know. You're the one who brought it up.
Nope. Nope,
Okay.
It's just 1 round.
Then you put that in duration.
Yeah, I did. Asking what the box is in case I need to fill it in.
Great, there it goes.
Eldritch Blast.
You know, Seaberry, I did not read the Kamigawa books. How were they? Well, I mean, you said you liked them, but, like, anything particularly fun in there? Just, oh, man.
You know what was fun?
What was fun?
Looking through old cards and seeing planeswalkers I know for a fact are dead now.
Such as?
Garuk. What's his face? Johnny.
Johnny's still alive.
Didn't they finally kill off Tezzeret, and that's why they have Gideon now?
No, Tezzeret came back. He's a bad.
Wow.
Tezzeret's a bad guy now.
The female?
Who are you thinking of?
the white planeswalker.
That's Elspeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Elspeth's still around too. She just doesn't want to deal with, she doesn't want to deal with the Gatewatch and all their bullshit.
So yeah, Gideon's prettier, so they switched him out.
Yeah. Though they made a point that Johnny is also a white planeswalker in the Gatewatch, because he's white-green. He is their only multicolor at the moment, and he is tired of their bullshit.
I'm going to take the invocation that stretches my Eldritch Blast. Should I put that in now?
Yeah, put it in. Go put it in your features, I think.
Well, like, should I put it in the range column on my spell?
Oh, no.
Just so that I remember it goes that
Oh,
far.
yeah, go for it. That makes more sense. Because I'm still thinking 3rd edition invocations, where it was like, they were things you had to activate every time.
I'm going to go with Eldritch Spear. When you cast Eldritch Blast, its range is 300 feet.
Yep, that sounds like a good choice. Toshiro's pretty badass. That's good to hear. Isn't Toshiro the guy who killed Bolus the first time?
Who hasn't?
Fair enough.
I mean, this is like the 5th time I've seen them have to take him on.
He keeps coming back.
Yeah, but that's plot, not really physics or anything. They're just like, who's the biggest bad guy we've ever had? Everybody likes beating the crap out of Nicol.
Nicol Bolas is a weird one because he's in both card games.
What's the other card game?
Duel Masters.
Duel Masters.
Okay, so in Japan, Magic was not selling as well as they hoped.
Oh, I know what Duel Masters is. I remember that stupid cartoon.
So they made a kid-friendly version.
I remember that. Those things were hideous.
They were. But the main hero, his main card was Nicol Bolas.
And it looked nothing like him.
It was based off of the old art. No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because old pre-modern art doesn't look anything like him either.
Most of them don't.
Yeah. And in fact, I'm trying to pull up a picture of Nicol Bolas from Duel Masters.
I'm also going to...
Oh, no, I take that back. Nicol Bolas does look exactly like his art from the other one.
I'm also going to use Agonizing Blast, which
Okay.
adds my Charisma modifier to the damage on hits. So if I get that up good and high, I can guarantee like 6 damage
Okay.
and 300 feet.
That's not bad. That's what you want in a sniper.
Yep.
So, for anyone watching at home, this is Nicol Bolas in Duel Masters. Cards in Japanese. He takes red, blue, and black mana to summon. He's only worth 1, but he takes 8. And I'm trying to see, what are his powers here?
Oh, it just finally popped up on the stream.
When you put this creature into the battle zone, your opponent discards 7 cards from his hand.
Oh, Lord.
Whenever this creature attacks, destroy one of your opponent's creatures first.
That show was just wacky.
It was. And, like, I like that they use the colors from Magic without actually using the Magic
colors from
lore.
Magic.
Yeah. Like, they had light instead of white.
Yeah.
And Planeswalker was still a creature type.
You're bringing up old memories I've suppressed.
Jace was in the show, too.
He was? What?
He was a blue creature. He was one of the strongest blue creatures. But they made him like a robot?
They really need to kill that stupid nerd off. He's been around way too long.
If anything's gonna kill him, it's gonna be Ixalan.
Isn't he like a sailor or some crap now?
He's forgotten everything.
I read like the first 3 paragraphs and just went, oh, this is soulless.
So let's see here. Which Duel Masters came to America?
Not many of them, honestly.
No, we didn't get a lot. We got this. We got season 1 and season 0.
Mm-hmm. I owned a set of those cards. They looked incredibly complicated.
You know what? I played a little bit of it. It is not. It is actually simpler Magic in that every single card you have is both a creature and a land.
As a, how old was I? 10? 10-year-old?
Uh-huh.
That was a little complicated.
Yeah, I can see that. I keep forgetting you're like 5 years younger than me.
Yeah, I was in like 5th grade when that show came out.
Okay, and I was like almost... I was, yeah, about halfway through high school.
Old man.
I know. I'm reminded of it every day.
You're not that much. You're only like 4 years older than me.
Back in my day... Wait.
That would have put you in like 8th grade, maybe?
If you're in 5th, I was in 9th. I was definitely in high school when that show came out.
Yeah, you were probably a freshman.
I was either a freshman or a sophomore.
Where am I putting these invocations? Because it's not...
I was saying, put them in the features, way on the front page.
Bios and info?
Abilities. Under features, where we have Wanderer.
I'm not seeing anything for abilities. Attributes and abilities, or character sheet?
On your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
go down to features.
Features, okay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, now I'm looking up the Duel Masters wiki. Okay, so we got the first couple seasons. We got Shubo Kirafuda battles his way to stardom. He fights an evil organization called Ploop. I am not making this up.
Oh, Lord. Those localizations were awful.
No, that was the Japanese name.
What was the localized name?
The localized name was also Ploop. And apparently, the comedy aspect was only in America. We made an abridged series on purpose.
Kind of like Digimon?
Yeah, they did it like Digimon to combat Pokemon, but they did it to go up against Yu-Gi-Oh! And Chaotic.
Chaotic was kind of funny, though, too, wasn't it?
It was...
I mean, it was like a morality story kind of deal, but...
Yeah, but they were going for much more...
And Chaotic didn't come to America until years after that one did.
Yeah, that was like 2 years after it got canceled.
Yeah.
Another common form of humor found in the show is breaking the fourth wall. Duel Masters also has promotional gimmicks which depart greatly from the traditional fantasy embraced in Magic the Gathering.
Okay, my invocations are in.
Oh, the Sacred Lands and Ploop storyline was not based on the manga, but was created specifically for the American market. The Japanese version has a separate second season, which was based on the manga, and became Duel Masters 2.0, and then was canceled.
Yeah. Not surprised.
And like in Japan, they got 8 more seasons.
Well, here's the thing about Japan, though. Every bit of media they have is just to sell something physical. And in America, unless we can get a very good translation team, nobody wants that crap.
Well, the thing is, we do also do that a lot.
That's true, but not even close to the scale that Japan does, because they have, like, what do we want to say, like 20 new anime every season of the year, and we get like a new cartoon
until
twice a year.
Until Crunchyroll came around to kind of even that back out, yeah. Okay, so I knew I wasn't going crazy, that there were a bunch of pictures of Duel Masters holding Magic cards. The first 6 volumes, the point of the manga is they're playing Magic the Gathering.
I'm talking like our cartoon market.
Oh, yeah. No, our cartoon market is based entirely by how much does Turner Broadcasting want it.
Yeah. We will buy a batch of 60 or 16 or something episodes. Okay, that's sold. All right. Give us 12 more.
Yeah, it's about right. It's based on how much marketing we can get.
And whether or not we can sell toys to only little boys. If we sell them to girls, we are failing as a culture.
Unless it's a girl show, in which case we want to sell these to all the little girls, but we will also take boy money.
Well, here's the thing, Robert. They stopped making girls shows like 12 years ago.
That is not true.
They made Bratz.
They did. They make
made
Monster
Barbie.
High. The Descendants.
Monster High was like 9 years ago.
The Descendants was last year.
That's Disney. That's a different thing.
We
Like
can't
Cartoon
say...
Network and Nickelodeon made like 4 girl cartoons, and that's it.
There are still...
Disney has a princess market, and they will keep cranking that out until we all burn up in the sun.
True.
The rest of them do not put any money into young women, young girls,
All right.
because Disney has the princess market so locked down that it's not even worth their time. Okay, back to making tunes.
Yeah.
Do I get any spells at first level?
Well, you're 4th, so...
Oh, I'm so used to playing first and second level games with you guys. That's just where I look now.
So you have
slow
3
level.
cantrips known and 5 spells known, plus the ones you get for your patron.
And their second level spells?
They can be?
I just get any 5 spells, or...
Yeah, like, I think your top level is 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slot level 2, spell slots 2, spells known 4. Okay. There are spells known 5.
Spells known 5, and then you get to add your 2 Warlock spells on top of that.
3.
3.
Cantrips.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Are there... You mean like my invocations?
No, I'm not talking about your invocations. I'm talking about you are a... Oh, sorry, you get 4 extra spells known.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
You get Dissonant Whispers, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, Detect Thoughts, and Phantasmal Force.
Two of those are useful, one of those is situational.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this like it was the Paladin version. Paladins just get to add it to their list of spells known. You only get to pick out of those on top of the Warlock list.
Looks like we're going... Detect Thoughts and Dissonant Whispers. Why not? Hideous Laughter just sounds useful. Useless. My bad.
Really? That's one of my favorite spells to use.
Do I seem like a hideous laughter kind of person?
Yeah, fair enough.
You're a maniacal laughter kind of guy. I know that.
You're not the one who laughs. You make them laugh.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah, it makes them... It makes them laugh uncontrollably, and they basically lose a turn.
That's just... Why?
You basically open their brain up to how meaningless it is, and it's the end of All-Star Superman.
You put them in that machine from the restaurant at the end of the universe?
Yeah.
Except they don't die?
Yeah, they just go mad.
Yeah, for a little bit. I'm gonna look at Dissonant Whispers, and if I like it, we're just gonna take it. Smash it up. Because if I can make them question their sanity without having to listen to laughter from Rob, that is the ideal.
I won't laugh too much.
Oh, 3d6 psychic damage. Heck yes.
Oh, did they upgrade Tasha's Hideous Laughter?
No, Dissonant Whispers does 3d6 psychic damage
Oh,
if they
Jesus.
fail a save.
That's not bad at all.
And must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows away from you. As a sniper, this is great.
Yeah, okay, Dissonant Whispers, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm going to double check Tasha's Hideous Laughter real quick.
The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit. If you make it step on a pit trap, though.
Okay, so here's Tasha's Hideous Laughter. It is a concentration spell that lasts up to a minute. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter. If this spell affects it, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, become incapacitated, and unable to stand up for the duration.
That seems a little more controlling than I want.
Okay.
On a successful save, this target takes half as much damage, and doesn't have to move away. A deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna take Dissonant Whispers.
Go for it.
And Phantasmal Force or Detect Thoughts?
I would think as a sniper, I'd want to get as much information, so Detect Thoughts seems useful.
Oh, you see, I was going the other way.
Well, you mean like close, like have a close combat spell in case somebody...
Well, because Phantasmal Force is still 60 feet away.
Is it 60?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. On a failed save, you create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomena of your choice that is no larger than a 10-foot cube and is perceivable only to that target. The phantasm includes sound, temperature, and other stimuli, and also evident only to the creature. The target can use this action to examine the phantasm. Trying to see, like, what's the benefit here, actually. Oh. So you can like make something that looks like it should be hurting it as another threat, and the damage it deals is 1d6 psychic damage to that target.
Let's see if Detect Thoughts has any hidden pluses to it. Because if something's within 60 feet, I could just use Dissonant Whispers and freak them out and do...
Oh yeah, then just do that.
Yeah.
If it had like 80 feet, that might be a little more useful.
I think it goes up by 30s in D&D, so it'd be like 90. Detect Thoughts. Oh, does not work in range of a middle school. That's weird.
You're the worst.
I am aware of that. It lets you read surface thoughts and probe deeper.
Concentration up to 1 minute. Let's see.
You can do it within... you can penetrate barriers, but there's some limits on that.
So it doesn't work on animals. Unless they're exceptionally smart animals.
Yeah, like a unicorn it'll work, but not just a horse that can do math.
Or, more terrifyingly, a wolf.
I mean, I don't know why wolves would possibly come up in this campaign.
You're terrible. Stop. Why must you be like this at all times? If you provoke the target must make a wisdom saving throw.
So Seaberry,
reasoning.
Seaberry, we're doing 5th edition. So the 3.5 book, which I'm assuming you mean either Complete Warrior or Oriental Adventures, kind of has no connection to this other than inspiration, but they do kind of have some loosey-goosey rules on how to play a samurai in 5th. And then, yeah, you know, there are a lot of girls who like Legos and Minecraft. I got a lot of girls who are trying to join the Magic the Gathering program I'm starting at work. We work with kids who ages 11 and up. I think the oldest one who wants to join this is like 15. Oh my goodness, one of the girls who wants to join, I have a bad story about her. So one, Katie, if you found this, don't tell anyone. Two, I feel so bad for her because she face planted during the lunch break today and busted one of her teeth apart.
Why did you do this to me?
Like, one of her front teeth now has a huge chip in it. And she had to go to the dentist.
Eyes and teeth are the two things that give sympathy pain for me.
And she will now be the second student in my class to be missing a chunk of one of her grown-up teeth. The other one being a kid who... He randomly switches from being, like, the little hellion that all the other teachers have painted him as. And then for me, like, half the time he'll be that, because he wants to be the rambunctious little kid. And then the other half of the time, he's actually very sweet.
The duality of man.
He is the duality of man. Like, 100%. He has no interest in...
tech thoughts, by the way.
Okay. He has no interest in magic, so, like, he won't be joining us for extended hours. She does. I hope she's okay. She's actually very funny because she's one of the two kids whose parents already... I have two dads who already played.
As you do.
One is an active player, and the other one is a guy who used to play years ago. And hers is the dad that used to play years ago. And so the minute he found out that they had a teacher who wanted to do a Magic the Gathering club, he, like, gets her in the car, they drive all the way to the game store. Actually, I think they went to Walmart because he didn't go to Battlegrounds. I checked with Battlegrounds. And bought her an Hour of Devastation fat pack.
Oh Lord, that's like $20, right?
That's the $40 box, dude.
40? That's right.
So he bought her the $40 box of Hour of Devastation, and now she is, like, totally ready to make a blue control deck.
Oh, that's the worst kind of person.
This is entirely her, and I'm like, go for it. We have another kid who, and I think I told you about him in chat yesterday. But he was like, yeah, the bleeder. So I'm going to share that with Twitch right now. He was there yesterday. I'm teaching him how to play. I bought a bunch of rookie decks. He really took a liking to black and to red. Even though he didn't get a chance to play red, he played white against me playing red. And then he went, I like how red's playing better. And I went, okay, so that's fair. And he liked how black played, especially Gravedigger. He loves dredging. From what I've noticed. He likes the idea that he can keep getting cards back. But then he goes to play... first off, he gets a good hit on me against when I'm playing red. And he, like, cheers, he dabs, because he's 12 and they're going to dab. I don't know. And then he throws his arm back and hits his funny bone.
It's an old meme.
Yeah. Well, he hits his funny bone, which is just, never fun. He starts, like, going, Mr. Alch, ow, 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 shaking his arm out and telling him, it's okay, rest, I'm not going to get you for slow play, you're still learning, right? We switch games. We do green versus white with the beginner decks. And then I notice he has a little bit of blood on his face. And I go, hey, dude, your face is bleeding. And I have very thin skin on my face, so I'm used to my face bleeding all the time. So I tell him to just go wash it off. And then I see how it happened. He didn't get blood on his face because his face is bleeding. When he banged his arm, he ripped open the wound he got from falling off his bike that weekend. And there's just blood running down his arm. And that's when his dad walked in to pick him up.
Wrecked.
Now, thankfully, he knows his child is super clumsy. Because 12-year-old boys are the clumsiest things on the face of the earth.
It's not. You're not wrong.
It's true. It's true.
When your feet stop growing, you don't really get any balance.
Right. When you're 12, your hands and your feet grow before everything else, and you look like a marionette with no strings for a while.
And the reason your hands are that size, they need like the supporting muscle to work them properly.
Yes. We grow in the wrong order as human beings.
It's technically the most efficient, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's an efficiency issue, but it's not a proficiency order.
It's not great for attracting the other mates.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Oh god, this kid also, we did like for lack of a better term, because I can't remember what the actual like official name they give it, because they give everything weird names. It was basically picture day, but like not real picture day, but still picture day. If that makes sense.
Proof that your kid still goes here.
Yeah, exactly. And I told them all, on Monday you're getting pictures taken, wear good clothes. On Monday you're getting pictures taken, wear good clothes. He didn't wear good clothes, and so he's like going, my pictures look okay. And I go, look at the full body shots, dude. And he looks, and there's just this hole in his shirt that's right over his belly button.
Oh. 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 You're making me sad.
It's like, dude, you're gonna need to go to the makeup day. Because there's no way... there's no way they're gonna want to put that in the,
The interstitials in the yearbook?
Yeah, yeah. He's going like, well, everyone else's pictures came out good. Go, yeah, everyone else didn't wear a shirt that was blessed by the Pope. What? Your shirt is holy, son. Go.
Robert.
Oh no, that's the best part. Is he's starting to make puns, and the
Stop it!
The kids in the room hate him now, and it's fantastic.
Doing this to our youth.
It is amazing.
You're the worst.
He is making horrible puns, and I'm trying to train him to do it right. Because half of his are terrible. Half of his are worse than mine.
God.
So it's like I'm trying to raise your proficiency in punnery. Come on. And sadly, one of the girls who's in the magic thing is like the main target of these, and she is like just so done with him.
I mean, wouldn't you? No, you wouldn't be. You wouldn't be. You monster. God.
It's like, wouldn't you be? No, I know you. You wouldn't be. I'm proud of him.
Stop it. Okay, I now agree with you. You should not be teaching our youth.
Thank you.
This is what it took. When I realized people have access to puns and children, bad things happen.
It's for the best. Now, the other thing I'm wondering...
Don't lie to me like this, Robert. Okay, so those spells, are the Warlock spells are gimmies, or do they take up 2 of my 5 known spells?
They take up 2 of your known 5 spells. I was wrong.
Good. I didn't want to find 5 more spells.
I'm sorry, because I thought it was like the divine ones where...
No, this works way better. Don't apologize.
Okay.
Just gotta find my spell list.
I feel bad. I'm checking us on the channels that host us, and like nobody's watching. Nobody gives a shit because it's us.
Stop being negative.
We got a few watchers over here. We got Seaberry. He counts. He's great. We love Seaberry.
I could take your leave, Seaberry.
How dare you? He is our bear. That's not true. We also have Peter. We have 2 bears.
Okay, you need to watch what you say, because I think Seabear is actually gay, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know he was asking a dude out.
I think you're thinking of Dr. Velo.
That's Velo, the youngsters.
The Velociraptor's gay. Or Velociraptor's bi in our chat. We have a weird Discord chat. I'm very fond of it, but we have a weird Discord chat.
You have too many children.
I am surrounded by children constantly, and I don't know what to do. Tell you what, before we do anything else, just because these numbers are bothering me, before we put in the rest of your spells, Can you roll your ability scores?
D6s?
Yeah, I think in this one you write 4d6 d3 instead of b3. So, like, your connotation would be... that I put in the chat for you.
4d6.
Is it D3 or D1? It might be D1. Try D3 first.
Is it 4d6 plus 1?
No.
Or do I just type this or slash roll that?
Slash roll 4d6 D3. Or is it...
Okay.
It might be K3.
We'll see in a moment.
We'll see.
All one word?
Yeah. There's a space between roll and 4d6.
It's 6.
Okay, no, it's 4d6 D1. I'm sorry. That's shorthand for 4 6-sided dice, drop one of them. Because the other website I use tells you to count, write it in the form of you're keeping one of them. I'm going to let you keep that 16-year-old earlier as well.
I rolled a 16.
When we wrote it wrong, it rolled a 16.
It rolled a 6.
Yeah, because it dropped 3. I'm counting as if it didn't drop.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Why not?
So give me the 4d6 D1 5 more times. You just have to press up, enter. Okay.
2, 4, 5.
Ouch.
We both know I don't roll well.
You don't.
I never have and I never will.
One more, please.
Not terrible.
That's not bad. I'll take a 14. Let's get rid of that 6. So right now we have 6.
Another 14.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was gonna let you keep the 9, but yeah, I'll let you keep the 14 instead. So we have 16, 14, 14, 14, 11, 12.
This last one was to replace that 6.
Oh, no, I already replaced the 6.
Okay.
So that 14 is going to be a 9.
Okay.
You're going to be slightly lower than everyone else, but...
Are you surprised?
No, and honestly, you can roleplay that really well, so... I'm cool with that.
I'm going to give my...
Charisma, then Constitution is what they suggest.
Well, yeah, I'm going to give my ability score bonus, the +2 to Charisma, so it'll be 18.
Oh, hold up.
Or is it 17?
No, it's not that. You're a human.
Oh, I also get another +2?
No. I need to double check the human bonuses real quick. Because I use feats, but I let you take the straight across the board. Which is just 1 to everything, if you would prefer.
Rather than an extra feat?
Yeah, so you can either take +1 to 2 scores, and then you get an extra feat on top of the 1 you get for first level. Oh, wait, you're saying you're +2 bonus from 4th level?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was misunderstanding.
I got you.
Okay, so let me pump in your numbers real quick before we do that. There we go, so 14, 14, and then what else for a Warlock? Warlocks also get... what other numbers would you want? Where do you want your 9?
I don't want a 9, that sounds terrible.
Where do I put the 9 first? Like, I think dexterity should be high if you're a sniper.
Yep. Wisdom, probably.
9, yeah, that makes sense. That's why you'd make a deal with an Eldrazi. What about your 11? Strength?
Yeah.
And then 12 there, and then you're a human, so everything... Would you rather have 2 feats and have 2 things bumped by 1, or have everything bumped by 1?
Let's just bump everything up by 1 so that it's not a negative on the wisdom.
Sounds good. Alrighty, and then you want to bump up by 2. I let you trade. You have 2 points you can divvy up however you want. You can pump them into abilities or you can pump them into feats.
What do you mean by abilities?
So your 4th level bonus. You can split it, or you can turn it into 2 feats, or you can make it a feat and a +1.
Oh,
Or you just make a +2 to one thing.
let's go +1 to charisma.
Okay.
That way I can get some guaranteed damage out of my Eldritch Blast.
Sounds great.
And we'll go with an extra feat.
Okay, so you're going to have 2 feats then.
Okay.
Alright. But for right now, we won't worry about that too much. That just gives us an idea. And now your skills look better. And then for your Warlock skills.
Mm-hmm.
Pick 2. Arcana, Deception, History, Intimidation, Investigation, Nature, Religion. I'd say Arcana is kind of a given, huh?
And I'd probably go Investigation.
Sounds good.
That's kind of what he does.
It is what he do. Your saving throws are Wisdom and Charisma. Boop, 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 boop.
So I get 3 spells.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter which level they come from, right?
They could be first or second. Actually, wait. You're level 4.
Yes.
So I think the way that works is 2 were first level, 3 were first level. Then you could split it to 2 and 2. You can have 4 second. 1 has to be first level.
I already have a first level.
Okay, then you're fine. So the rest can all be second or first, your choice.
The last 3 could be either?
Yeah.
Okay. Invisibility sounds correct.
Okay. Go for it.
Just have to... It's gonna be like a dissertation on what it can and can't do, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I better read it and see if it's worth it. And which bolt sounds fun. Oh. A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. That is easy. I will take invisibility.
Okay.
Did you add that in, or are you...
Oh, no, I'm doing other things.
Okay.
So you go ahead and type that in. Ugh. Weird shiver there.
Somebody stepped on your grave.
I guess so.
Let's hope your grave isn't like the middle of a street or something. Otherwise, you're gonna get those shivers a lot.
That's a good point. That might explain a lot, actually.
Right?
That's the other thing. I've been noticing since this job is much more full-time than I expected it to be, at least for the time being. It looks like streaming's going to be more the way we do things for a while.
That's not bad.
It's not a bad thing, yeah. I mean, they're long, but I like streams because they're long.
Ooh, I can be invisible up to 1 hour.
Nice. If your invisibility lasts longer than 4 hours, please, call your cleric.
Oh, you know those penis pills you can get at like the gas station?
Yes.
Did you hear that story?
I've heard a lot of stories. I don't know which one you mean.
There's a Tumblr post that was going around.
Okay.
And it was like, hey, I found one of these. Has anybody ever taken one? And this guy goes in and he's like, okay, so I took one of these pills, and I was like, oh, it might make some fun, or like it'll probably just make me retain water for a day and a half. I swear to God, I was erect for 4 days, and I'm like, did you just not want to go to the hospital? like why? Why would you do this? Because I'm not sure if you want to put this on the stream, and tell me to stop when you want it to stop.
Keep going. This is fantastic.
Do you know how to get rid of
priapism? I think we were both worried about different problems there.
Do you know medically how, like, when they say see a doctor, do you know what they do? Because I do.
I am assuming they lance your dick.
They cut open the base of your penis and let the blood drain out.
They lance it. Okay, yes.
Lancing is something you do to cysts. Slicing someone's penis open and letting the blood drain out of the vessels is medieval. But it's the only effective thing they have, so they have to do it.
See, I'm right. Bloodletting is medically effective. To some things. Specifically penises. Man, my alchemist vivisectionist build makes a lot more sense now.
It's all them leeches. I have been told that some hospitals do use leeches in serious situations like this.
Oh, no. It makes a lot of sense to use them if you have a procedure where you can't allow for them to clot and they're allergic to the anti-clotting agent. Because leech saliva is hypoallergenic.
Imagine waking up and just seeing leeches on your erect penis.
Oh my god, I had the worst thought.
I'm not sure I want to hear the worst thought.
The worst part of waking up is leeches in your cup.
Do not ruin Folgers! Stop it! I'm not that young. Or actually, I probably am. Plus, I watched Friends as a child, so I know.
Oh, we just got liked by Twitch Kittens. Hi, Twitch Kittens. How y'all? Y'all good?
Stop being creepy. I want you to just stop.
They're apparently part of Team Calico? Weird.
There are a whole 3 colors.
Yes. It's 3-color good stuff. Red, black, and white. It's a Mardu deck. Calico cats are all Mardus.
Gotta make it the most nerdy thing possible, don't you? Who am I to talk, though? Which bolt does 1d12? Is it bad? That has a higher potential than my Eldritch Blast does. And at higher levels, when I use a 2nd level spell slot or higher, the initial damage is increased by 1d12 for each spell slot above first. Huh. 2d12 sounds terrifying. Does anything in this edition, like, below 10th level have more than 24 health?
Quite a bit. It's not quite 4th edition bloat heavy, but like
it's also not 1st edition die every 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's like there's a reasonable amount of it, I guess is the way to look at it. Like,
the numbers are lower, but also everybody else does less damage anyway.
Not quite. Like, okay, pulling up a vampire here. Just a straight up vampire. That from the look of it.
Vampire?
Yeah, like just a normal. Actually, this is the weaker vampire.
Just a normal heterosexual vampire.
Just normal, non-sparkly, matte finish vampire.
They go to masquerades, you know.
The 5th level challenge here has 82 hit points.
Dang.
That would be like a decent fight for you. I'm trying to find like a challenge 4, because that'd give me a better idea here. Oh, okay. Here we go. So, challenge 1/4 is 13 hit points.
Cloud of Daggers sounds fun.
Okay, challenge 1, 33 hit points.
Oh, I just need one Witch Bolt to do max damage and he's almost dead.
Yeah, almost. That's exactly it.
Well, like, if I have any party members that could probably do the rest.
Like, at that point, you would probably just want to use your Eldritch Blast.
Wow. Eldritch Blast doesn't even do that. Like, I think it's like 1d6 plus 5?
Is that it?
1d8?
Let me look that up.
Or plus 4 for me.
Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. Where did you go? Eldritch Blast. There we go. Does a D10.
That's not bad.
The spell creates more than one beam when you reach higher levels. At 5th level, you get to shoot 2 at once.
2 Eldritch Spears that do a guaranteed 5 damage. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. So you're looking at 1d10 plus 4. That's about the same as hitting something with a Bastard Sword. It's reasonable. Seaberry, I have no idea when you said that. The little googly face, and I'm a little scared.
The added bonus is I don't have to be nearly as close as a broadsword.
That's true. That is a huge bonus. And, like, anti-magic fields are a concern, but, I mean, how often is that going to happen?
And I can jump a full run speed away once, about every other shot. Shoot, jump 30 feet away. Shoot, jump 30 more feet away. Shoot.
I think you can only jump 15 feet away right now.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's half your speed until 5th level.
Oh, okay. So next level will be fun.
Yeah. Next level, you get another invocation, too. You just gotta pop that one in there for free. Don't even need to retrain it. Pretty nice.
Feeblement always does good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find stuff that doesn't require concentration.
Oh, priapism. Yeah, that's not fun, Seaberry. It's not fun at all. Though it is also one of my favorite Grant Morrison bits. Or not Grant Morrison, China Mieville bits that he ever put into a DC comic.
China Mieville did DC Comics?
He did. One of the only nice things to come out of the New 52, in my opinion, was China Mieville got put onto the new version of Dial H for Hero. Better known as the Good Ben 10. So you had a guy who pulled superheroes from across the multiverse to take over his body.
Isn't Ben 10 just Dial H for Hero?
Yeah, Ben 10 and Dial H for Hero are conceptually the same thing.
But didn't Dial H happen like 35 years ago?
Yeah, Dial H was first. And they brought back Dial H with China Mieville at the helm. And like some of the characters he turned into that whoever got the hero dial turned into were ridiculous. For example, Mikella Snail, which was a big, dark and edgy 90s grim, gritty anti-hero covered in pouches and belts.
My name is Deathstrike Blood Force.
Yeah, that kind of guy. But all of his arsenals were in a giant metal snail shell attached to his back.
Oh, that's awful.
There was Captain Curtain, who was another universe's version of Batman where nothing flew into the window. Yep.
Okay, so...
And perhaps the worst one, who was only off-panel, was Captain Priapism, at which...
Oh, no.
which that was his power, was he caused Priapism.
Oh, no.
And it was like, well, I mean, think of all the heroes you've been. Yeah, I can think of that. I can also think of the 4 days I spent as Captain Priapism, so I'd rather not. Or there was another one where it was the guy with the hero dial at the time was an old man. Because the idea with the hero dial is it's not like the Omnitrix where it's the same character. It keeps moving to new people.
The only reason that the Omnitrix does that is because they wanted a boy whose name was Ben Tennyson.
Yeah, it was purely for the name. But the hero dial jumps around, which is part of the fun of it. And there was a guy who turns into a like a super-powered Indian brave type, but like a super racist-y looking one.
You mean Native American?
Yeah. And he turned into a super racist caricature of a Native American, like 1970s Super Friends level. And then, like, looks at the hero dial and goes, okay, I got 60 minutes like this. I'm just going to hope Superman takes care of it, because I'm not going outside like this.
I just found an extra teleport.
Okay.
Well, like, it's 30 feet. So, I get that I can go 15 until next level.
Yeah.
So until then, I can jump 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see. Instantaneous. One bonus action, and I could basically just do it and then fire.
Okay, so that's not bad. Because your teleport, your 15-foot teleport is an at-will.
Yeah, and it's a full round action, or it's a
main action.
Is that Misty Step?
Yes.
Ooh. That works. Go for it.
Cool. That is a get out of a snafu free card.
I missed the game Snafu. It was basically multiplayer competitive Snake.
Well, not only that, like they named a game Situation Normal All Fucked Up.
Yep.
Like that. Nobody ever explained to any of the kids who played that game, so kids just kept running around, inadvertently implying an F-bomb every time they talked about snafus.
Oh yes.
Granted, that was just how people talked.
Oh my goodness.
Who are you calling a hoe?
One of the feats is called Spell Sniper.
Ooh.
So out of the 2 feats you're getting, you have learned the techniques to enhance your attacks with certain kinds of spells, gaining the following benefits. When you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, the spell's range is doubled. Your ranged spell attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. And you learn 1 cantrip that requires an attack roll. Choose the cantrip from the Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard spell list. Your spellcasting ability for the cantrip depends on the spell list you chose it from. So, if you want to keep it Charisma, you'd go Bard, Sorcerer, or Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Still, 600-foot Eldritch Spear.
Agonizing Eldritch Spear.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey! Oh, I can talk to, I can just talk in everybody's heads, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna take the shot now. I know you can, I know I can't hear, I'm just letting you know this is gonna happen.
That's the other thing. Is there a way to increase the range of your telepathy, I wonder?
Probably?
Let me look.
I do have detect thoughts. So, if I wanted to spend the spell slot, I could get an answer back once.
Oh no, they can talk back to you, man.
I can get thoughts back?
You communicate telepathically with them. They can send it back if they're in your range and they know that you're doing it.
I'm gonna keep detect thoughts, only because I can burrow down and torture in somebody.
Oh yeah. Keep it for the torture. Totally keep it for the torture.
Well,
things that are going to be taken out of context from me in the future.
It doesn't cause damage, so it's not actually, it's an interrogation, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I can figure out what they're most worried about and all that fun stuff. This is that instant self. Just V. V means verbal, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, at 14th level, you can charm thralls. That as long as you're on the same plane of existence,
Okay,
they can listen to you.
I've got all of my spells up. I can add another cantrip, can I?
You can. If you take that feat, which I have a feeling you will.
Can you fill the info in for that feat? I don't know.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'll pop it in there for you.
Cool. I'm gonna look at cantrips. Bard, Wizard, and Warlock, right? And Sorcerer?
Bard, Sorcerer, and Warlock are the ones you want to look at.
Okay. Wizards are too complex, I guess.
It's because wizards are intelligence-based.
There it is. That makes way more sense.
And your intelligence is 13 compared to your charisma of 18.
Firebolt?
It has to be one that deals damage.
Firebolt probably deals damage, right?
Or that has an attack roll. I'm sorry, one that has an attack roll.
I'm just looking at the list, so I have to figure.
So Jesus, your agonizing spear has a range of 600 feet.
Yep. And guaranteed 5 damage from 600 feet away. Nobody can see me that far away, especially in the dark.
My lord. You get another one, don't you?
Another what, feet?
Yeah, you have 2 feats.
Yeah. I mean, there's the left one and the right one.
God damn it, Jacob.
You'll walk yourself into it. Don't start it if you don't want it back.
Okay, well, let's see here. You can get resilient to bump up one of your abilities.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt you too bad, but Firebolt, 120 foot, 1 action, instantaneous, hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range, make a ranged spell attack against it, 1d10 fire. So I have 2 sniping spells.
Wait, is the normal range 120?
Yes.
So that means your range is 240.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you basically have a 240-foot range fire grenade and a 600-foot range Eldritch one. Hold up, I need to check something. And of a thing that I know is going to be weird. Damn it, I thought Tabs for a Cause was still up there. I am kind of pissed right now.
Well, then stop drinking. Gosh darn it.
That Tabs for a Cause is gone on my Google.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to it, so I'm going to find that out later. But for right now, I'm going to search for what is the one I want here. 600 feet's a little bit long, yeah. Range of... I guess sniper rifles are like almost a mile, aren't they?
Some of them can reach 2 miles. The Barrett has been... It hasn't been used in the field that way, but it has hit targets that are 2 miles away. With absolutely perfect conditions, but it'll blow the head off a man 2 miles away if it really needs to. It looks like, from my options, Firebolt is the one I could get the most range out of.
Okay, then I would go for that. Just looking at this, the Whitworth rifle was able to hit at a range of 2,000 yards. So that's what, 6,000 feet? So, not as far, but...
Have you looked up the Barrett specs? Because that thing can shoot way farther with way bigger bullets.
I was specifically looking up 1850s rifles.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I was looking for, like, things you would reasonably run into.
You know the weirdest fact I got out of being a soldier?
What?
The maximum range of an M16 rifle is 3,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm sorry, meters. 3,000 meters. That's the same thing. What are we talking about? The maximum effective is 1,600 meters. And the best part is, I was a food inspector, so when somebody asked me that question and I had the answer for them, I got the most baffled look I've gotten in living memory. Like, why do you know that? Like, I was only allowed to read like 2 things while I was in basic training, and they were both manuals on rifles.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Firebolt is the one I'm gonna go with. Everything else is like Ray of Frost and Chill Touch and Acid Splash, and like those aren't exceptionally useful. For
Fair enough.
At least.
Yeah.
And the Bard has basically no attack. It just sends messages and viciously mocks stuff.
Fun.
And gives them Mage Handy.
Gives them a what?
A Mage Handy. A
Oh
Mage
dear.
Hand job. You're welcome.
That is not an image I needed, but
How
damn.
you play Dungeons and Dragons this long and don't know about that joke? I don't know.
I don't. I always heard the joke about, like, animate rope exists for a reason.
Anime rope?
Animate rope. I guess anime rope as well.
I was like, there's this. What's wrong with anime rope? What does it do? Okay, cantrip, firebolt, cast time. One action. What were those feats you were listing off?
What?
You were listing off a bunch of feats.
Oh, I'm trying to look for more right now. Let me pull them back up. So we have, like, okay, so here's all the feats. We have Alert, which is Athlete, Actor, Charger, Crossbow Expert, Defensive Duelist, Dual Wielder, Dungeon Delver, Durable, Elemental Adept, Grappler. I'm just going to stop doing that and look at a few of them. We have, there was one called Resilient, which bumps up one of your ability scores by 1 and gives you proficiency in its save. We have Mobile, which increases your speed by 10, which would also increase your teleport by 5.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That wouldn't change Misty Step, but that would make my base.
It would make your...
That would make it 40, right?
It would make your teleport 20 and your normal speed 40, yes. Or you can get skilled and get...
At 5th level, it would make it 40.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you'd want to swap out Misty Step that level.
Well, Misty Step would be a backup.
Oh yeah, good point.
Teleport would be something I do in between attacks. Misty Step is something is in my face, I'm 30 feet away. And then I take a shot.
You can also do skilled and get just 3 skills trained.
I get the feeling this guy isn't much of a skills dude.
We also have Warcaster.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
You can perform the somatic components of spells even when you have a weapon or a shield in one or both hands. When making a Constitution save to concentrate, you have advantage when you take damage. And when a hostile creature's movement provokes attack of opportunity, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at that creature rather than an opportunity attack.
That's pretty good.
That one's not bad. I'm like not 100% sold on it because it's not quite as interesting as Spell Sniper for this build.
I also don't have any close range attacks.
Oh, good point.
Long range spells give them an opportunity attack at close range? Or is that weapons?
But if it is a opportunity attack, then they don't get an opportunity attack back at you.
Because they're trying to do something in the opportunity, yeah. The movement...
Mobile sounds nice.
Yeah, that does sound exceptionally handy as just a ease of life thing.
I agree. Oh, there's also Lucky.
I do enjoy being lucky, even
I
though
don't-
it never happens.
I don't think your character is. So far.
I would say he's pretty lucky in that he's not dead.
I mean, by some definitions, yes.
He met what some call an elder god. He almost got mauled by a minotaur. Granted,
basically-
getting in both of those situations, not the best luck, but he still survived them,
True.
which is more than can be said for most of Zendikar or Innistrad.
Okay, now here's the thing. I'm noticing that there's like... Okay, so actor is the one that bumps up your dexterity. Or sorry, your charisma. So, if you take actor, your charisma goes up by 1.
So
You
does
get
the
it-
damage.
Right. You get advantage on deception and performance when trying to pass off as a different person. And you can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by other creatures.
That sounds great.
Actor
I
sounds
see no
good?
downside.
Okay, let's go with actor.
Yeah.
Between actor and spell sniper, I
Is that
think...
a feat?
Yeah, that's a feat.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I mean, it's not like, oh, look at all these cool combat things. It's a bunch of skill things plus a small boost to your damage.
That actually, like, with my crappy rolls, that is not a small that just increased it by like 20%.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I'm what, at like 20 charisma now?
19.
If I can find anything with charisma bonus on it, I'm good.
Well, in 5th edition, your max is 20, so...
So yeah, I just need to find one thing to give me 1 point of charisma.
I like that you're still Wile E. Coyote.
I mean, you put it there, I don't know how to change it.
Oh, good point. So I'm going to put in your speed as 30 feet. I want to say 8th level, you get another chance to take a feat. We can get mobile then.
Yeah, or maybe get my final, like put 1 point in charisma and just call it a day.
Well, you can do both.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do then.
Yeah.
And then
Alright,
6th
so
level?
one thing I am going to do is we're going to pull up 7th Sanctum, which is another fun website to show off on stream here. Very, very good.
I like the random die that's just sitting on your screen.
Yeah. So 7th Sanctum has a Greek namer, and so if you're from Theros, these are things that sound like they should be Greek, but they aren't. Like Yasagan. Or Zessi.
I can't pronounce either of those, so let's skip those.
Sonan.
Okay, the thing just finally came on the stream, so I'm looking.
Boneather.
Otad?
Otad.
My name would be Tad.
Would you like to be Otad?
I don't ever want to be named Tad in any version of reality.
What about Joxy? Ram? Ram sounds like it's specifically just super racist.
Or Pusar.
Zeus. Zeus.
Don't you dare put Otad on my character sheet. I'm watching the stream.
There, I found your name.
Monster.
I found your name. It is not Otad. I changed it since then. You will see it on the stream in a moment.
Don't you ever call me Doc. You are a monster. Dr. Zeus, really?
Yeah.
Dr. Zeus, Dr. Zeus.
Yeah.
You saw the Planet of the Apes Simpsons episode, right?
Of course I did.
Okay. Dr. Zeus, Dr. Zeus.
I think you should be Dr. Zeus.
I don't want to be. I'm not a doctor. I have no doctorate. I have no PhD.
Usabed. Husabed? Usabed. Belu? Josiopo.
If you named him Osabed,
Usabed.
my character will have to sleep on his character.
Yep. Because he's
Stop it.
Subed.
And I'm a cat. I sleep on beds.
Mikella,
Yes.
No, don't say things like that. Don't just say things like that.
Villimon! Villimon digivolves into... End Villimon!
Don't threaten to just sleep on someone. That's no.
Faff.
You're a faff.
Zyton! Actually, I kind of like Zyton.
Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Atticus A?
Did I leave an A? Oh. Trying to figure out a last name. Esperanto.
Broned. Somebody using the generator got Zeus.
All the Zeus.
All the Zeus, all the time. Welcome to the chat, Garmin. How you doing? So yeah, he left. I scared him off. Did it again. Damn it. Alright. Oh no, he's still here. Alright, so yeah, so we got some fun things you can do. Let's just go with Atticus. Atticus is fine.
I mean, Atticus is a Greek name.
It is a Greek name, so that makes sense. I was going for the almost Greek because like Gideon isn't really Greek.
Kytheon is though.
Is it?
I mean, that like, for me, like that has the EO that you kind of just need if you're Greek.
Oh, fair enough. Can you roll 3d8 for me? Trellum. Alright, that's not bad.
You know, 11.
Alright, 11. So that's what? 28 hit points? Not too bad. Tell you what, would you rather take the average?
Yes.
Okay. So that would bring you up to 15. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So you're at 32 hit points.
Cool.
Alright. You have total 4d8 HD. Now HD replaced hit dice. Or sorry, they replaced healing surges.
I got hit dice. I remember.
Alright, Eldritch Blast ability is Charisma on that one, correct?
Yes. So is Firebolt.
Alright, and then we're going to do Charisma based, Firebolt. On a hit, beats Draco Malfoy at Quidditch. And deals 1d10
Oh, I know what my name should be.
fire damage.
Tactheratrix.
And then you have like Agonizing Blast, right?
Nothing. It just gives me nothing. Yes, Agonizing and Eldritch Spear.
Okay. Well, for the attack bonuses here, it doesn't matter for the blast or the spear.
Mm-hmm.
But that does make it 1d10 plus 4 damage?
Yes.
Okay. What armor are you wearing? Oh, wait, it says here, Cradle Warlock, I'm sorry. I need you to pick things. Do you want a crossbow or a simple weapon?
Crossbow.
Just more snipery?
Well, like, yeah, I guess.
Because I would, like, just get a dagger so I can stab a guy if he gets too close.
Mostly because his dex is higher than anything else.
You can use Dex on a dagger. It's a light weapon.
Yeah, I just don't
What am I, Tybalt?
I
The
guess?
worst planeswalker ever?
Okay, let's jump past weapons for now. Would you rather have a component pouch or an arcane focus?
Focus. No, component pouch, my bad.
Well, your focus can replace components.
Oh, focus then. That's less crap to carry around.
And let's make your focus your key. Scholar's pack or a Dungeoneer's pack? You've been walking through the plains. I would say Dungeoneer's pack.
Dungeoneer's pack. You sounded like Scooby-Doo.
I'm a little woozy. I'm still fighting this cold. So you get leather armor, any simple weapon, and 2 daggers.
Yep.
Alright, so let's give you all those things. Equipment. Leather armor gives you 11. Boop. Yeah, you don't have the highest AC. You're kind of a glass cannon.
Why does this character sheet says Draco Malfoy Quidditch?
What?
Why do I beat Draco Malfoy at Quidditch?
Because you have a firebolt.
You're the worst person.
Okay.
Worst person.
I know I am. I'm just terrible. What simple weapon did you want for your bonus simple weapon?
I gotta look at the list. Probably something bladed.
I was going to say, because you know what's funny? A great club is a simple weapon now.
I don't have the strength to make a great club worth using.
Sure you do. It's just beating them with a stick.
Don't I have, like, average... I think I have average strength.
You do, but you shoot everything with magic. I think the fact you would have a great club but be standing in the back would be enough to make people go, I don't think that guy's a caster.
Oh, a javelin?
All the
No.
range... No, thrown weapons are strength-based, dude.
That's not dex?
No. It's pure. It's almost pure strength on a javelin.
No, finesse, or anything else. Quarterstaff?
Yeah, I would say don't do the dagger because you have 2 of them anyway.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick them. I'm trying to find the things with finesse, and... let's just go with a quarterstaff.
What is your strength? It's like +1, I think.
Yeah, it's like 11.
Yeah, okay.
12,
Let me...
12 after the bump up?
12 after the bump up, so it's a +1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So you have dagger. I'm going to put dagger ×2. Quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just something that won't get me, like, immediately pulled over by any local constable.
That's fair. You know what? I can't blame you on that one.
And I'm already a sketchy figure in just about every town in Innistrad. Come on.
So if you use both hands on it, you can make it do a D8 with the quarterstaff.
Yep.
That's a good choice. Oh, and then you wanted the crossbow too, didn't you?
Yep.
All right.
It's only a light crossbow. That'll be fine.
How'd he hit me? Clearly it was with that light crossbow of his.
I keep it in the bag. It's fine. Nobody notices.
Well, no, the crossbow is clearly the way that you deal with...
Oh yeah, that's definitely how I shoot people from a mile away.
Yeah, it's totally the crossbow, guys. That makes sense.
Now all I need is Ricochet added onto my Eldritch weapon, or my Eldritch Spear.
Oh my lord, no.
That would be amazing. I just throw it in the room and close the door and see what comes out alive.
I think at this point we accidentally built an Overwatch character.
I mean, I don't know what you thought we were doing, but that's exactly what I was going for.
Oh, alright. So we have Atticus Trellum, the human warlock bonded to the Eldrazi. I'm going to add on to your features here on the bottom the my tongue's not working. Pact of the key, just so we have that documented.
We got to make sure to write down that my key is in my tum tum.
Oh, that's right.
Bio and info, maybe? However you... I don't know how to edit that.
We'll do that in a bit. Excuse you.
I am so sorry.
Um,
Hypocrite. No, I'm sorry, that's red. It was a hypocrite.
mm-hmm. That's correct. Oh, awakened mind is your other power. There we go. So, boop.
Oh, I'm good at persuasion.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, you're really good at persuasion. You got this. You'll be a fine addition to... This is the weird part, is like, you are the opposite of Mikella's character.
Did I just make a face accidentally?
How so?
I'm assuming I have more conversational. And,
Oh, that kind of face, yes. But what I mean by you're the opposite of Mikella's character is both of you have basically bonded your souls to creatures of great power, but hers hatched like a year ago, and yours is from time immemorial.
Yeah, like the oldest planeswalkers in existence banded together to figure that one out.
Right. Meanwhile, hers is like adorable and tiny.
Mine is Baby Groot.
It is not. You stop that.
Isn't it
Baby
blue?
Groot in a dragon.
All right. So I think we are done here. Everything else at this point are just minor things that we'll add on later.
Just gotta look at saves and stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to deal with the fiddly bits later. Thank you all for joining us on stream. I might take a moment to edit this one before I send it over to YouTube. But, yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see more of you on Saturday when we actually play.
Goodbye, amigos.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.